When individuals engage in a conscious effort to work on themselves, they can experience significant changes in both their biology and brain patterns, often in a surprisingly short period. This phenomenon underscores the remarkable plasticity and adaptability of the human body and mind. Activities geared towards personal growth, such as meditation, mindfulness practices, regular physical exercise, and cognitive challenges, can induce observable transformations in one's physical and mental states. For instance, meditation and mindfulness have been shown to lead to changes in brain structure and function. Regular practice can increase gray matter density in areas of the brain associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation. Additionally, these practices can decrease activity in the amygdala, the region of the brain associated with stress and anxiety, leading to reduced feelings of stress and an overall calmer, more balanced emotional state. Physical exercise, another critical component of personal growth, not only improves physical health, but also has profound effects on brain health. Exercise increases the release of neurotrophins, proteins that support neuron growth and survival. It also enhances brain plasticity, which is the brain's ability to change and adapt as a result of experience. This can lead to improved cognitive function, including better concentration, sharper memory, and faster learning abilities. Engaging in activities that challenge the mind, such as learning a new skill, language, or instrument, can also reshape our brain patterns. These cognitive challenges stimulate the creation of new neural pathways and can improve mental agility and problem solving skills. Over time, this can lead to increased mental flexibility and an enhanced capacity to adapt to new situations and information. Furthermore, engaging in self reflection and introspective practices can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself, which in turn can transform one's mental state. This might involve confronting and processing past traumas, reassessing personal values and beliefs, or redefining life goals. Such deep introspective work can lead to profound changes in one's self perception, emotional well being, and overall outlook on life. The impact of these changes is not limited to mental health, but also extends to physical health. Studies have shown that reduced stress and improved mental states can lead to lower blood pressure, improved immune function, and a reduced risk of chronic diseases. This illustrates the interconnected nature of our mental and physical health and highlights the importance of holistic approaches to personal growth. The process of acquiring knowledge is a complex and dynamic one, deeply rooted in the neurobiology of the brain. When we learn something new, it's not just about storing information. It involves the formation of new synaptic connections in the brain. These connections are pathways that allow neurons to communicate with each other, and each new piece of information or skill we learn strengthens these pathways, enhancing our cognitive abilities. This neurological aspect of learning is foundational for both intellectual and personal development. As we engage with new ideas, concepts, or skills, we're essentially building and reinforcing the neural architecture of our brain. This enhancement of neural connectivity not only improves our capacity for memory and understanding, but also plays a crucial role in problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity. However, the scope of learning extends beyond the mere formation of synaptic connections. While this neurobiological process lays the groundwork for knowledge acquisition, the depth and richness of learning are significantly amplified by personal experience. Theoretical knowledge, while valuable, often remains abstract and disconnected from the practicalities and complexities of real world situations. It's through personal experiences that theoretical knowledge is tested, challenged, and integrated into our understanding. Personal experience adds a vital dimension to learning by providing context and relevance. For instance, a student may understand the principles of physics or mathematics in a classroom setting, but the application of these principles in real life situations, such as engineering or research, deepens their comprehension and appreciation of the subject. This experiential learning bridges the gap between theory and practice, allowing for a more holistic and grounded understanding. Furthermore, personal experience often involves an emotional component, which can significantly enhance the learning process. Emotions play a critical role in memory and motivation, and when learning is accompanied by emotional experiences, it tends to be more deeply ingrained and long lasting. For example, a lesson learned through a challenging personal experience often stays with us far longer than something read in a textbook. The application of knowledge in real life scenarios marks a critical transition from theoretical understanding to practical experiential wisdom. When knowledge is put into action, it evolves from abstract concepts into lived truths, gaining relevance and impact in our daily lives. This practical application is particularly significant in the realm of personal transformation, where theoretical knowledge about self improvement or healing becomes a tangible reality through deliberate changes in thought, action, and emotion. In the context of self healing, for instance, understanding psychological theories or therapeutic techniques is a starting point. However, the real transformation begins when these techniques are applied to manage one's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. For example, someone might understand the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy intellectually, but it's only when they start to identify and challenge their own negative thought patterns and replace them with more positive and realistic ones that they truly experience the benefits. Similarly, knowledge about the benefits of mindfulness or meditation must be coupled with regular practice. It's through the act of meditating, becoming more aware of the present moment, and learning to observe thoughts and feelings without judgment that one truly understands and experiences the calming and transformative power of these practices. Moreover, this transition from theoretical knowledge to practical application encourages experiential learning, which is often more profound and long lasting. When we apply what we have learned to real life situations, we not only reinforce our understanding, but also discover its nuances and complexities. This process often leads to a deeper comprehension and a more nuanced perspective than can be obtained through theory alone. In addition to deepening understanding, applying knowledge to real life scenarios enhances problem solving skills and adaptability as we use our knowledge to navigate the complexities of daily life. We develop the ability to think critically and creatively, adapt to new situations, and solve problems more effectively. Furthermore, the application of knowledge in personal transformation often involves a holistic approach, integrating changes across various aspects of our lives. For instance, improving physical health is not just about understanding the principles of nutrition and exercise. It involves incorporating healthy eating and regular physical activity into one's daily routine. Similarly, emotional well being might involve not only understanding emotional regulation strategies, but also actively practicing them in interpersonal relationships and stressful situations. The endeavor to alter our thought processes through consistent effort is a transformative journey that impacts the very wiring of our brain. This journey, steeped in both intention and attention, involves a gradual but profound shift from negative to positive thinking patterns. Such a shift is not merely about adopting a more optimistic outlook. It's about fundamentally rewiring the brain's neurological patterns to foster a mindset that is empowering and motivating. The process begins with the recognition of existing thought patterns, particularly those that are negative or self defeating. This recognition is the first step toward change. Once we are aware of these patterns, we can begin the work of intentionally redirecting our thoughts. This redirection requires sustained attention, as old patterns are deeply ingrained and can be resistant to change. It's akin to rerouting a well worn path through a forest. It takes time and repeated effort to forge a new path. Intention plays a crucial role in this process. Setting a clear intention to change our thought patterns acts as a guide, helping to keep us focused and motivated. This intention might involve affirmations, goal setting, or visualizing desired outcomes. These practices help in reinforcing the commitment to change, providing a mental framework that supports the development of new positive thought patterns. Attention, on the other hand, is what enables us to catch ourselves when we fall into old patterns and to consciously choose a different line of thought. This might involve challenging negative thoughts when they arise, consciously replacing them with more positive or realistic ones, or engaging in mindfulness practices that increase our awareness of our thought processes. Over time, with consistent practice, these new ways of thinking begin to form new neural pathways in the brain. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life, plays a key role in this process. As we continue to engage in positive thinking patterns, these new pathways become stronger and more established, eventually overtaking the old negative pathways. The result of this neurological transformation is the emergence of a new inner voice. This new voice is more empowering and supportive, replacing the critical or negative internal dialogue that may have dominated previously. This change can have a profound impact on our self esteem, motivation, and overall mental well being. Moreover, as our thought patterns shift, so too does our perception of ourselves and the world around us. We begin to approach life with a more positive and hopeful attitude, which can open up new opportunities and experiences. This positive outlook can also improve our relationships as we interact with others in a more positive and constructive manner. Mental rehearsal, the practice of vividly imagining and planning out desired behaviors or emotional states, is a powerful tool that can induce significant changes in the brain. This technique, often utilized by musicians, athletes, and performers, involves repeatedly visualizing a specific activity or state of being, down to the finest detail. By doing so, one can effectively prime the brain, setting the stage for these visualized changes to manifest in real life. The effectiveness of mental rehearsal lies in its ability to stimulate the same neural pathways that are activated during the actual physical performance of the activity. When an individual vividly imagines playing a musical piece, for instance, the brain regions involved in the physical playing of that piece are activated, despite the absence of physical movement. This mental practice strengthens the neural pathways, making the actual performance more fluid and natural. Similarly, mental rehearsal of emotional states, such as calmness in stressful situations or joy in daily activities, can rewire the brain to more readily access these states in real life. By regularly visualizing oneself in a state of calm or happiness, the brain begins to form the neural networks associated with these emotions, making it easier to evoke them when needed. This process of mental rehearsal is not just hypothetical. It has been supported by neuroscientific research. Studies using functional magnetic resonance imaging (fMRI) have shown that mental rehearsal activates many of the same brain regions as physical execution. This phenomenon is a testament to the brain's remarkable plasticity, its ability to reorganize and adapt in response to mental activities, not just physical ones. Moreover, mental rehearsal can enhance motivation and confidence. Visualizing successful outcomes of future endeavors can boost one's belief in their ability to achieve these outcomes. For an athlete, imagining crossing the finish line first can enhance their motivation during training and performance. For someone seeking to improve their public speaking skills, mentally rehearsing a successful speech can build confidence and reduce anxiety. The understanding that emotions such as guilt or shame can have a tangible impact on our genetic expression brings to light the profound connection between our emotional states and our physical health. This concept, rooted in the emerging field of epigenetics, suggests that our emotions can influence the way our genes are expressed, leading to various health outcomes. Negative emotions, particularly when experienced chronically can trigger a cascade of biological changes in the body, potentially leading to adverse health effects. For instance, chronic feelings of guilt or shame can lead to prolonged stress responses in the body. This prolonged stress can increase the production of stress hormones like cortisol, which over time can disrupt various bodily systems. Elevated cortisol levels have been linked to a host of health issues, including weakened immune function, increased blood pressure, and heightened risk of heart disease. Additionally, these emotional states can contribute to the development of mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, which themselves have further implications for physical health. This understanding underscores the importance of managing emotions, not just for mental well being, but also for maintaining physical health. Effectively managing emotions involves recognizing and addressing negative emotional patterns, employing strategies to process and cope with these emotions, and cultivating positive emotional experiences. One key strategy in managing emotions is the practice of mindfulness and mindfulness based stress reduction techniques. These practices help individuals become more aware of their emotional states and provide tools to respond to emotions in a more balanced and less reactive way. Mindfulness can help mitigate the intensity of negative emotions and provide a sense of calm and clarity. Traditionally, people often wait for external circumstances to change before allowing themselves to experience positive emotions. This approach, however, places the power for happiness and well being outside one's control. The alternative, more empowering approach is to actively cultivate positive emotions, independent of external conditions. This proactive strategy involves causing an effect rather than waiting for cause and effect, and is fundamental in manifesting a desirable future. Actively cultivating positive emotions requires a shift in mindset. It involves the belief that one can experience joy, gratitude, love, and other positive emotions as a choice rather than as a reaction to external stimuli. For instance, practicing gratitude can shift focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in one's life, fostering a sense of contentment and well being. This internal shift can significantly impact how one perceives and interacts with the world, often leading to more positive experiences and outcomes. This approach is rooted in the understanding that our emotional state significantly influences our physical state. When we foster positive emotions, our body responds as if the positive changes have already occurred. This response can include the release of stress, reducing hormones, improvement in immune function, and an overall sense of well being. Essentially, by choosing to feel good in the present, we signal our body to align with these feelings, creating a healthier internal environment. Moreover, the practice of visualizing positive outcomes can play a pivotal role in this process. Visualization is a powerful tool that involves mentally simulating a desired future. When we vividly imagine achieving our goals or being in a state of happiness, our brain activates in similar ways as it does when experiencing the actual event. This neural activation can help build the confidence and motivation needed to pursue those goals, making the imagined future more attainable. Another aspect of cultivating positive emotions is to engage in activities that naturally elicit these feelings. This might include pursuing hobbies, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. Such activities not only provide immediate emotional uplift, but also contribute to long term emotional well being. The cultivation of positive emotions is also closely tied to the concept of emotional resilience. By consistently focusing on positive emotions, individuals can build resilience against adverse situations. This resilience allows them to maintain a positive outlook even in challenging circumstances, fostering a sense of control and stability. Furthermore, this approach can lead to a positive feedback loop. Positive emotions can lead to behaviors and actions that further promote these feelings, creating a cycle of positivity. For example, feeling joyful can lead to more social interaction, which in turn can lead to strengthened relationships and further joy. In essence, instead of passively waiting for external changes to dictate emotional states, actively cultivating positive emotions empowers individuals to create their own happiness. This approach not only improves mental and physical health in the present, but also lays the groundwork for a future that aligns with one's aspirations and desires. Through practices like gratitude, visualization, engaging in uplifting activities, and building emotional resilience, individuals can effectively cause and effect, shaping their future from the inside out.